we've just got our last 5 aluminium. We should now be able to build our new recurve bow. Pop out here. Cue that up. That's going to take a little while. Why is that not moving? Ah, it's got no fuel. Let's go and grab some coal. Should be some in here. And we have a new recurve. Switch that out for our longbow. The longbow will switch out for the wood bow, and the wood bow we can destroy that. We don't need any. Get a little bit of materials back to that. Okay, so we have a better bow. It does 50% projectile damage, 300 rate of fire. Our old bow was 25% projectile damage. So we've got a bow that does double damage. So maybe now those bears will not know what hit them. Okay, we'll level that on there. Offload this. We're still working towards our oxygen bottle if we can get enough steel. Keep all our goods producing. We've got some aluminium there. I'll take all that out of there. I'll keep all this in my metal working bench now, which is going to be my forge. All my metals will go in there. And we were looking at crafting our, we've got our oxygen tank all good to go. We made a lot of copper, so that's all good news. And we have 0 points left. We've already started on level 21. No talents, no solo points. Alright, so let's have a look at what we should do. We've got our steel knife. I am tempted to do something insane. Go back and have a third attempt. Well, we sort of had a tactical retreat on the last attempt. But maybe have a tactical... Have another attempt on this one. So I might take that. I'll take another couple of ramps. I'll take a couple of ramps with me. Strength potion. Can we make another strength potion? I don't think I used the last one, did I? Let me have a quick look. No, I didn't. So I've still got our strength potion to use. So I think we're almost good to go. We could probably do this again right now, actually. Drink of water. How many arrows have I got? I've still got 110 arrows. They're only flint. But I think this might be enough for our second attempt. Right. Go for a run. Do a warm up. Jog your memory to show you where we're going. That's my mouse for some reason not connecting, that strange noise. I don't know why it does it. Pull out my bow. I can run faster with my bow out. Alright, we're back here. We'll take our foundation. I want to put it a little bit lower than the last one so we can hopefully be able to stab these bears with our knives. So we do deal more damage with the knife. So I'm going to go pitch up. I think that might be right just about here. So I'll drop that on there. Another spare ramp. I'll drop this down too because we don't want our bear running up our ramps. Just backtrack a little bit. Take out our bow. Get our boosts. What have we got here? We've got melee damage. We'll take one of those. 100% maximum stamina for fighting. We'll take one of those. Melee attack speed. I'll drink that one now. Right, let's see how we go. And I jumped off the cliff. As you say, you've got to be careful of these, you will float. Right, let's get down here into crouch mode. I'm just shooting my base at the moment, got him. I'm going to concentrate on one bear if I can. Back to my boat, draw these guys back. Now we have got a dropship just arrived to show us that we've got our taken care of our. This is not going to last forever. I might have to jump off this one, jump on to the next one. I'll try and repair this a little bit. Back over to here. Crouch so I don't fall off the end. He is not playing the game. I'm going to jump off this one. Repair it again. There is a wolf trying to get up the back. We'll take him out. To actually take this guy on 1-to-1 right here, because now I can reach him. And we got him. Let's start with this guy down here. I want my arrows back. Looks like they've already despawned. Take all of that. Run back up here. Find this other body. We did get a cut. So we only got about 10 arrows back out of that 109 that we started with. So I think we came down with 109, we've got 54, so it took us about 50 arrows. We've got a cut, so we'll take care of that with a suture kit. Alright, and there's our dropship down there with our prize. So we'll head back up here. We do have a wolf here somewhere, so we'll take him as well. Prepare my ramp and destroy that ramp. And that is how you defeat 2 crazed animal bears. It wasn't easy, but we got there. It's just a matter of using the right bit of engineering. Can I reach that one? No, I can't. I might as well take my beams with me. Oops. Nah, fell off. Not surprising. Can I reach that one? No, I can't. I'll take these ones. No, I have to get up there. Alright, let's have a look at our prize. We'll run down to our dropship. Okay, we've got leather, cured leather, and a leather head armor. We can build it ourselves, no big deal. We've got a icebox, ice, some soybeans, or some seeds. Now the seeds, notice it gives you avocado. So you usually get a special seed. You can't find avocado anywhere on the world, so you only get it from doing quests. I'm just going to quickly make sure I have space on my inventory. Yes, I do. Because we haven't unlocked the icebox, and it will help look after our food, I think I might take the icebox. Only because it's free. We can probably get more seeds later on, so we'll claim this price here. Take all of that. Run away from our ship. We notice we got 5,000 points and we got 10 Rand from completing that special mission. Now, how much ice did we get? We got 35 ice, so that's not a lot. So what we're going to do, because we're already here, we'll run up into the snow and we'll quickly grab some more ice off the ground. We will be careful just up here though, because this is bear country for polar bears. And there's often one that hangs around just by the entrance. So we'll just sneak up here very carefully, keep our eyes open. And we'll see if we can make it into the snow. Horse over there. Oh no, it was a pronghorn and a horse. There's our polar bear friend directly ahead of us. He's just guarding the snow. But if we sneak up behind him, he just may walk away. If he turns around and does a crazy Ivan, we may be in trouble. But if we just run over here, as long as you're behind the animal, you're pretty safe. We're in stealth mode right now, so we're crouching. We just want to come up here just so we can get into the snow where we can find some ice. Temperature's dropping. He's still walking away from us, which is good. We just need to get a little bit further into the ice so we can find... Okay, we're pretty good now. We're going to run up here really quickly and see if we can pick some off the ground. Just keep an eye on that bear. You find irregularities in the snow and it'll tell you can pick it up. It's really drawing us in pretty deep though. Still walking away from us, so we're good. Okay, we can see here now that we're getting irregularities in the snow. We can pick up this ice. Put back here. Once we stay behind that bear, we should be fine. We've had enough of bears for today, especially polar bears. They're about as hard to kill as the ones we just beat. Okay, I'm going to run away from this guy. Once he turns around, he's going to get our scent. They don't see very well, but they will know we're here. There's a horse. Okay, I'm going to do a runner. There's another horse. There's another horse. That's the trouble. Fighting a bear, we might take on one, but then suddenly you've got to fight 3 horses as well on the way back. So you have to be careful. Right, we managed to get out of that. Just 41. We got a little bit of ice to last us for a while anyway. We will come back later on and get some more. So now we're going to head back to base. Usually you can get down on the corners against the cliff. This is usually the best place to come down. Except this time when I jump, I'm going to face the walls. Face inside the wall, inside the cliff. Don't jump off the cliff like I did last time. And usually you're fine. Alright, I'm going to head home. Okay, we're back at base. And we have our prize, which is an icebox. Now we're just going to find a place to put it. Will it squeeze in here? We might just be able to squeeze it in next to our cooking station. That's just perfect. Okay, the icebox runs on fuel. Just drop your ice down here. Store your foods in there. I'm going to throw all my foods in. I'm just going to split out what I want to keep. So it'll take now, if you notice there, 4.2 hours until the next piece is spoiled. If I take this food out, you notice here it will spoil in 42 minutes. So it basically takes your minutes, multiplies them by hours. So it took 42 minutes to spoil a piece of meat. Now it's 4.2 hours. So I'm just going to take out one of those. I'll split this stack, take out some of those, and my bacon. Put the rest on the drying rack. Important meats first. Check these guys. I want to try and keep this to a single stack or 2. Here's another volunteer to bring us some food. Thank you very much. Being bitten by fish. So our points. You notice now we're already almost halfway through. We got 5,000 points for doing that last little mission. So we were way down here at like 10-15%, and now we're almost up to about 40% already. There's another volunteer over here. Just swim down here and take him as well. Got a few bear vestiges, So we scored 2 bear vestiges. One, we'll probably turn one of them into a trophy, and the other one will probably turn them into a rug. Bear rugs are very dear though to make, so I think we need platinum or something to make those, so that'll be end game. Okay, let's take our bees inside. I've got a little bit of soybeans. They don't give you much health. I usually feed those to the animals. He could do with a bit of food. These guys can do with a bit of food as well. They're still eating their meats. They're happy. Right, so get back inside and unload. Bees can go in there. There's nothing else that'll go in the fridge. You can't put fat in the fridge. Doesn't matter anyway because it's not going to despoil. I'll take those out. Keep our production of crushed bone going. And of course we want to keep our production of epoxy going. Oh, we've got a couple of chamois vestiges up here too. We'll put those away. So what you can do with your vegetables as well, your vegetables will also go inside the fridge and they will despoil a lot slower. Especially if you're smoking meat, you might need some soybeans or some coffee beans or something to smoke your meats. So you can store them in here for a while. You notice it burns down the fuel quite slowly. So by the time this ice has gone down, we should be heading back and getting some more ice. Right, I'll keep all my wolves, bears and deer vestiges inside the house, because we can make rugs out of these, and we'll be making the rugs over here on this machine over here. The rest will all be trophies. And it'll also, I need a bit more space in here anyway. So we'll just transfer these guys across. Take those. Take the deers. Alright, created a bit more space. These guys are fighting for food by the looks of it. So I'll quickly borrow this guy's saddle. Transfer him over here. Get him out the way. And do the same thing with him. He's trying to head straight to the food already. Take the saddle off him, put him back on my main character, my main mount. Alright, let's have a look at another quest. So we'll get back to our contact device. Oh, take that back, we've got a couple of volunteers here. Oh, I just drank the water. Got to make sure you see that outline first before you skin an animal. It's not a major worry, it's just going to slow us down and debuff us a little bit, but we have not much to lose, we're not going anywhere, and it is night time. Okay, jump back home. Contact device. We've had a bit of a cooldown period, so we should be able to do another simple quest. Craft some tools and help out the new prospector in need. This is a good idea if you've unlocked all your tools, but quite often it'll tell you to make like aluminium pickaxes or, you know, something like that. So it's probably stuff we haven't unlocked yet. That's why it's hard. It's not hard per se, it's just that it's going to be a long time waiting and grinding till we get those pieces. This one here, hunt some nearby creatures in the current area to help make the area safer. Probably rabbit bunnies. Let's do this one. It's only 10 Ren for a prize. This one's only 30, but we'll have this one done in maybe a couple of days. So we'll request that one. No gear is being dropped down from orbit. And you'll notice it says there, hunt rabbits. It's at 0 of 6. A bit hard to see on my screen. And you'll notice it tells you where you have to hunt the areas, and it's up here. So we have to hunt X amount of rabbits in a certain area. So we'll do that in the daytime where we can see them. And that'll just be another quest we can finish. Speaking of bunnies, I need my points. We'll take this guy out. Take all of those. Head back upstairs. Throw all these in my box, my vestige box. These are the ones where I'll be making trophies and rugs with first. Another volunteer. Waiting for the outline, there it is. Just got poisoned by a fish. They usually come back. Take your medicine. Daylight, slept through the night. What I'm going to do is I need to build my Foundry base. Now the Foundry is about 1.5 stories high, so if that's the line for 1 story height, the foundation will probably go maybe about another quarter higher, so we need a very deep area for your Foundry. So because the Foundry is going to go take up a whole quarter, maybe a tile and a half, and go up through the roof, it's going to ruin my upper floor. So what I want to do is I want to drop down another floor so that my foundation is only coming to the top of the first floor. Now you notice when I drop down my base pieces, they're too high and I can't put them down to the next level down because they'll be underground. So I'm going to do a little cheat here. I'm going to put my walls in first so I know exactly where the wall is. If I put this around here, I should be able to snap this. It'll behave. It wants to go. There it is there. I'll put that one there. This will be my walls. That one doesn't want to snap. There it is right there. These are just walls stuck in dirt, so they're holding themselves up. I'll put my third one in. Now because it's not very structurally sound right now, I'm going to need to put some beams in the corners. But before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my foundations. These won't be snapping to my walls, because I'm going to use the home key, disengage from the grid, and I'm going to do it by eye. So I'll page up. I just need it just poking up so that it's off the ground or out of the soil. This can be a bit tricky. Sometimes it looks like it's perfectly lined up and you're actually out by miles. So try pushing it in and out of the wall till you think it's right. Drop it down just once more. That's a little bit too deep. That's not too bad there. It's going to have a floor on top of it anyway. So I think that is about as good as I'm going to get. So I'll pop that right there. Jump down and have a look. Oh, I couldn't have done it better if I was building a pyramid. Okay, I'll drop my second one in. This one should snap to the first tile, which I've got here. So there you go. That's looking pretty good right there. This will be my new base level for my Foundry. So I'm going to grab 2 more of those frames. I'm going to need some beams. Out of nails. And we seem to be out of... oh, there's some nails. I'll take those. Throw those in there. Make a few beams. Take my frames. Queue up some more nails. We'll head back outside. Okay, so I'll destroy these walls. Put down my next two frames. They will snap to my base pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be, as I mentioned earlier, my step down. That'll snap to there. See, that one's gone a little bit higher. You see the misalignment there. This one's snapping to the new base piece. I don't want that because I want my roofs to align. So I need these to line up with the walls, not the floors. That one can go in there. I'll go grab a couple more of these. Oh, wrong bench. So I'll need 4 more walls. Snap that one in there. This one I'm going to put... Now, how am I going to work my stairs? So because I'll be coming down the stairs this way, I want to be able to walk down into the... down into the Foundry area. Let's worry about that in a minute. Let's put these in first. So I'm going to put some beams in here. These will add me more support to my roofs on my next set of walls. So I'll put one there, one there, one there. We need some floor pieces. I'm going to make them out of wood for now. As I said before, if I've got wood floors, I know I've got concrete underneath. So I'm going to make 4 floor bases. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not too fussed about the weather right now because I'll repair them later on anyway. I have no beams to use. One last stone beam. Take these. And this will be my area for my foundry. Once we build it, you get the idea. Got another spare beam here, so I'll stick that one in my corner. And we can go up here 2.5 stories high, as you can see there. So I'll just stick that piece on there because it was spare. And we need one. Oh, we'll make a couple more walls. Out of stone. We've got plenty of stone in here. All that work we did before, all that mining, it all pays off in the end. None of it was wasted. So all these floors, all these walls at the moment, they're all supported by the ground. They're not supported by a frame. So you don't want to put too much weight on it. Well, there won't be any weight on there anyway, but you don't want too much weight on the walls. So the roof's just basically going to be a standard roof. The upstairs will be balanced, supported by these frames here, and they'll also be supported by the walls. But the second story, if I do go up higher, won't be supported by the floor. They won't be supported by the floor frames, these foundations, only by the walls and these foundations here. Alright, we've got one more left. We will throw him down here. And again, we need to snap to that wall. So I'll snap to this one first, this beam, that should be easy. Now we do have, which is new, destroy that. If we go into here and hold down the R key, we have this new stairwell here which will give you a twisted floor. We could use this one because this will allow us to walk around and do a right angle turn. So you notice here we could walk into this room. This could be an internal access, so we could probably use that. So if we throw that down here, make sure it aligns to our wall up here. It's a bit off angled. Do I like that? I don't know. I guess we can live with it for now. It'll work. It's not ideal. Just harvest my pumpkins while we're here. Keep those growing. In fact, I'll put my pumpkins in my fridge. They'll last longer. Sitting out here, they're just going to rot. We've already got enough meat, so I'm going to take 10 of these meats out. Probably some more in here. But I'm going to put all these meats in my fridge, into my icebox. Animal meats at the bottom, animal feeds, my food at the top. Alright, while the storm's on, I'll plan what I'm going to do with this, and we'll see what we come up with in a minute once I've made up my mind. Alright, I've decided to go for a full pitched 3-story high, and I'm going to use this base height as my standard. So you notice now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap this to my floor grid. Even though these stairs here are hanging from the top floor, and it's snapping to this floor grid, they'll just go down into the floor below anyway, so that's all fine. Now that I've come down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this wall here out of there, put it on the far side. I still need it to snap to my walls, not to my floors. So I'm going to put it here, and I'll go doorway. Storm's just finishing, so I can probably safely get rid of these walls here. So I'll delete these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll come down here. We appropriate our walls to this side. It'll be on that side. That will be there. We have an angled piece. That'll pop in there. Starting to look a bit like a warehouse. But once we add in our windows and some glass features, it'll look more like a home. Especially once we add our trophies and our rugs. Leave that one and that one. Again, snap to the wall. Drop on our new door. Now will the door snap? You'll notice now the door won't snap because the floor is in the way. So what I might have to do is destroy the floor, put the door in. That should quite happily hang from there. It is there. That should quite happily hang onto the walls because the walls are flush with the floor. Now I should be able to re-put my floor down. And now my door will work, even though there's a little bit of a step. So you can cheat with some of these pieces. It's just a matter of finding out the tricks of angling, re-angling, making things lining up. I'll put on a couple of beams. I'll stick one there in that corner. And I'll put my other one in this corner. These are quite important because these beams are the only thing holding these frames together, or these walls together. So I'm going to totally max those out with stone beams. Running out of nails. We've gone through a ton of nails. I need one more wall. I don't really need one in the corner because I've already got a wall frame here, and these walls are snapping to that wall frame, so the frame is the most secure base piece you need, so I can get away with that. But what I will do is I'll quickly go to my hammer, and I will go R, and I will go left click again, and upgrade that piece of wood to stone. And I'll do the same with this one, not the top one. Oh, there isn't one at the bottom. That's fine, I'll just put a new piece in. Stick one there. There's one in the corner. So I've got stone pillars all the way around the base, or stone beams. Take my last wall, drop that down here, and now we have a pretty secure base. I'll build the rest of these with wood beams. I don't need stone all the way, that's a bit of overkill, and wood's cheaper than stone anyway because we don't need the iron. We need to keep our iron for making more important things. So I build 8 of these wood beams. I've got 3 already. Start with these ones, and I'll put these on top of my stone beams. Just to make my roof more secure. Next morning, here we are. We had a bit of a tidy up, a reorganization in here. Moved a couple of benches. We've got our old crafting bench over here, which is really just storage for oxides and sulfurs. Over here we've got our textiles bench. Basically just anything you need to make anything out of textiles, furs, leathers. We've moved our machining bench over to here, looking pretty loaded now. And we've got our anvil just as a backup, just with a couple of oars and nails and things in here. We have our mortar and pestle, crafting all our various bits and pieces in here for chemicals. And then over here we have our woodworking bench, or our crafting bench. We've moved our herbalism bench over to here, so that's all our medical needs over there. And we have our little kitchen area. So we still have our little cooking station. We're down to 37 ice, but that's alright. Cooking station here. Just organising a few things. Throw that in there. And we've left a big space. Because I've expanded this and taken all the cooking station stuff away from here, I've taken away the foundation here, which means now we can get underneath our building. We'll be able to go underneath there and put our underneath electrical cables, water cables, etc. That will all go underneath there eventually. Down here we have our new little workroom with our furnace over here, stone masonry bench here, and our concrete mixer right next to it. They pretty much work hand in hand. And we still have this big space here, which will be our space for our foundry. Just take out these trees, they're going to be popping up. And you'll notice we have a big massive roof, all supported with wood beams, stone beams in the corners, and the base, all the foundation is done with stone beams holding those walls up, and all the superficial ones are now just made out of wood, which goes up to the top there. Alright, so we could seal that up actually and put a door in it at some stage. As you can see over here, we have a very short door, but this is obviously a base built for dwarfs or short people. But that's all fine by us. We've also decided to keep the same height here. We've stepped down a little bit, but we're going to keep a higher floor so we don't go underneath the ground, so we can have concrete floors over here, or stone floors here. We'll probably step down to wood on this one. I don't have a wooden floor right now. In fact, I might just step down to wood, stone right now. That's going to be supported by the brick, a dirt foundation underneath that, and the dirt foundation is pretty much flush to our ground anyway. So that's nice and stable. Ground floor jumping up into our level and then back into our ground floor. Nice work. Alright, what we really need to do is we need to get some points and go and finish some mining. So we're almost up to level 22. We'll unlock some more points. So I think what I might do is run over to the other cave and mine the rest of the ores for our aluminium. Any copper, gold I can find, I'll take all that as well. Basically the only thing I won't take is I won't take titanium yet. I want to keep all as much as titanium as I can. It is hard to find, even though we saw lots in the last cave. I'll try and save that till the end when I get a better axe. Maybe if I get right up to titanium even, or platinum axe, then I'll go and finish that off. In the meantime, if I do get down low on ice, I will head back into the snow and we'll go past that polar bear and we'll steal some more ice while we're up there.